So today we're going to graph lines using X and Y intercept. Just like last time, we're going to use tables. But this table is going to be a little bit, actually, I think you're going to like this table. It's going to be a little bit simpler than the tables that we did, okay? And whereas last time we used 3 points, this time we're just going to use 2, okay? When you use this X and Y intercepts. And you will find some nice things about them. By the way, let's see. Anybody think they know what I mean by X and Y intercepts? What are X and Y intercepts for a line, for example? Here's some picture. Okay, I have 2 lines on here. Let's look at let me erase one of them. Let's just look at the black one right now. Look at line L. You see how I label line L and line M? Take a look at line M. What do you guys think? What do you think I mean by X? Well, let's look at X intercepts first. What do you think my X intercept is in this picture? How about, let me pick somebody at random. How about Eric?
Yeah.
Let's look at this line M. Okay, let me actually erase that one. Hold on a sec. The other one, hold on. Okay, there you are. It's a little bit easier to see. So I got line L. In this line L, what do you think I mean by X intercept?
X intercept, it's the middle thing, middle line.
Which one?
Yeah.
It's actually a number, X intercept.
Oh, we're talking about number?
When I say X, what do you think X intercept means? What does intercept mean? Something
Intercept is the point.
Yeah, which point?
5.
5 is correct. Okay. In other words, what do you guys think? What do you guys think an X intercept is? Yeah.
3.
No, X intercept.
What?
What do you think an X intercept is in general?
Oh,
Yes.
Never mind. It's when the line crosses the
When the line crosses the x-axis, that's why it's called the X-intercept, and we use the letter A for X-intercept. Okay?
What's the X?
Oh, A, B, C, X.
Yeah, we don't use X because X is a variable that we have to use for the equations. So that's a good point. Why don't we just use X for X-intercept? Well, because you know these equations of lines, we have X and Y usually, right, as the variables. So we can't use X because it's going to get confusing. So we're going to use letter A to indicate X-intercept. Is that okay? So then guess what? Which letter do we use for the Y-intercept, you think? B is correct. So we're going to talk about Y-intercept. In this case, what do you think the Y-intercept is? In this line L, the Y-intercept is, as you can see, show me with your finger. What do you think the line, everybody? On 100% participation. In this line, what do you think my Y-intercept is? Show me with your fingers. Okay, you guys are correct. It's 3, okay? So, and of course, Y-intercept is where the line passes what? Or crosses the Y-axis, okay? So, as you expected. So here, let me write this down. For my X-intercept, what was my A? In this case, A was 5. What is the B? For the
3.
B for this one was 3. Easy enough? Okay. So just like the name suggests, right? When we say X-intercept, it means where the line, right, hits the x-axis. Okay. In this case, it's line. If it's like a curve, you know, it's wherever the curve hits the x-axis. We call it an X-intercept. Before a line, you know, this is good. Now, write this down. Now, can somebody tell me the order pair, actual order pair for the X-intercept A? Who could tell me this? How about Joseph? Can you tell me the order pair for this A? 5, 3? Really? This point right here, the X-intercept? Is this point 5, 3 as an order pair? You start at the origin. 5, 0. It's not 5, 3. Okay, 5, 0 is correct. So let's write that down right here. 5, 0. Are you okay? Because you're going to see some pattern in terms of these X and Y intercept. Okay, somebody tell me the order pair for the Y intercept. For this one, Aiden, can you tell me the order pair for the Y intercept equals to 3? 0, 3 is correct. Would you all agree, guys?
Yeah.
0, 3. So that's the Y-intercept. Are you okay with that? All right, let's do one more and see if you could give me. I'm going to do this in red now. Let's see. I'm going to draw another line, and you tell me the X and Y-intercept and tell me the order pairs for those, okay? So here, let me draw this one right here. I got to be careful. Okay. How about like this? There you go. I'm going to call it line M, okay? Okay, so if I ask for the X-intercept, you just give me that number. Like I say, what's the X-intercept? You say 5, that's all. But if I ask you specifically, what is the actual order pair, then you give me a 5, 0. Good question. Okay, yeah, for X and Y-intercept, you just give me that number, right? All right, so for this one, line M, go ahead, everybody figure out. I'll even circle these for you. Okay, so you can see those are my X and Y-intercepts, right? So somebody tell me the x-intercept for, well, why don't you all try, I'll wait. And then write down the x and y-intercept, so A for x-intercept, B for the y-intercept, and give me the order pairs for these, okay? Go ahead, I'll wait. Everybody try, see what you. So I'm sure all of you are done now. Okay, how about Samara? Can you give me the x-intercept for the red line here? Let's call it A again. Yeah, what's this A going to be? -3 is correct. Would you all agree? You see how the point hits the x-axis at -3? Yeah, so if I ask for the x-intercept, you just give me that number. You don't have to give me the order pair, unless I say. Give me the order pair. All right, somebody give me the y-intercept for this line, M. Jason?
0, oh, no, 2.
Yeah, so B is equal to, simply, 2. You all get that? Now, somebody give me the order pair for the x-intercept. Mimi, what's the order pair for the x-intercept? Thank you, -3, 0. And what is the order pair for the y-intercept? How about Eugene?
2,
2,
0.
0.
It's 0, 2.
Oh, is it 0, 2 or 2, 0? It is 0, 2. Be careful. Okay, be careful. It's 0, 2. Thank you. All right. Now, anybody see anything kind of interesting about the x-intercept? So I'm going to actually, so these are my x-intercepts, right? All my A's. These, let me do this in black. These are my y-intercept. Anybody see, like, look at the order pairs. Something interesting is going on. Oh, maybe go ahead. Everybody discuss with your group. Anybody, what do you guys see? All right. So I think a lot of you see the pattern here. Dana, what did your group come up with? First of all, for the x-intercepts, these are the A's, right? -3, 0, 5, 0. What did you guys notice about the order pairs?
The second number is always 0.
Yeah, the second number, which is the y-coordinate, is always 0. Isn't that right? Kind of interesting, right? Okay, what? So do you think it's going to be true for every x-intercept?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's always going to be true for the every x-intercept. We'll think about y in a minute. Okay. How about Eunice? What did your group come up with for the y-intercept? These are the 0, 3, 0, 2. Anything interesting about those points?
The 0 is always the
Yeah, the x-coordinate is always 0. Do you think it's going to be true for every y-intercept?
Yes.
Yes, it is. It's going to be true for every y-intercept. Okay. So thank you. So does that make sense? So look at x-intercepts, right? It's going to be, well, let's write this down. Here's a fact. The x-intercept would always look like as the order pair what? Everybody fill it out. And then the y-intercept, the order pair would always look like what? Go ahead, everybody try. Fill it in. What do you think? I'll wait. This is the important fact. This is the key idea, okay? See if you can figure this out yourself with your group. Go ahead, everybody think about it. All right, good. So what would the x-intercept, the order pair, what would it always look like? How about Paige? What did you guys come up with? What did your group say?
We thought that the x-intercept will always look like A, 0.
Very good. It's going to be A, 0. That A is where the line hits the, right, look at these. A, 0, right? -3, 0, 5, 0. You see, these are the x-intercepts. What about for then the y-intercepts? How about Royce? Okay, Royce, let me give you a hint. Look up here. Look at these y-intercepts. It was 0, 3 and 0, 2, right? Look at 3 was your B. Wasn't 2 your B, the y-intercept? So what do you think the y-intercept would always look like, the order pair? Yeah, it's going to be 0B. It's very simple. Okay, so that's the key idea, guys. So all the x-intercept, and it's kind of nice why they call it A and B, right? A comes before B, A, 0, and then 0, B for the y-intercept. Isn't that nice? So this is the key idea, and this is kind of easy to see. So what I want you to do right now is, as a group, think about why do we always get 0 for the y-coordinate in x-intercept, and why do we always get 0 for the y-intercept as the x-coordinate? Why is this always true? Why is this always true? Why can't it be something else other than 0? I want you to go ahead and discuss with your group. Go ahead, everybody. Why? Why is this always true? So who would like to explain this to us? How about, hold on, how about, let me pick somebody random. Lynette, why would all the x-intercepts that we get, whenever we draw a line or something, why would it be A, 0?
Because it's a point on the x-axis and there's no, it's just 0.
That's correct. X-intercept are every point, right? Look, all the x-intercepts, these are the right point where the line crosses the x-axis. And these points that have to be where? On which axis? X-axis, right? Right? If these points has to be on the x-axis, look. Somebody give me, what is this order pair right here? How about this one? What is this order pair? 1, 0. What is this point right here? 3, 0. Any point that's on the x-axis, what's this? -3, 0. What about this one? Negative 9 comma. If the y coordinate isn't 0, could it be on the x-axis?
No.
No, it's impossible. Therefore, right, every point on the x-axis must be something comma 0. And A is the point where the line crosses the x-axis. Does that make sense? Same thing works for the y-intercept. Look, what is this point right here, class? What is the order pair? That's on the y-axis. 0 comma 3. What about this point right here? 0 comma 6. What about this point right here? 0 comma negative 4. You see how if it's on the y-axis, the order pair has to start with 0 comma something. Does that make sense? That's why, right? If it's not 0 comma something, would it be on the y-axis at all? Is it possible for the point to be on the y-axis if it doesn't start with 0 comma something? No, it's impossible, right? Because you gotta start the origin. You can't go left or right in order for it to be on the y-axis. So that's why this works. Okay. So on your homework tonight, we're going to ask you to do something like this. Let's do an example. Okay. So let me move this up. Hold on a second. So on your homework tonight, it's going to ask you to graph using x and y intercepts, and they're going to give you an equation of a line. By the way, is this the linear equation?
Yes.
Yes, it is, because it fits that pattern called standard form, right? Isn't this in standard form? Ax plus 2y equals to 5. So this is going to be a line. Now, when they ask you to graph this using x and y intercept, it's a little bit different than yesterday, right? Yesterday, we asked you to just graph. We used tables of values, right? We used 30 nice points. We're going to use x and y intercepts, and when you do, nice thing about this is you don't have to solve for y. So that's one of the nice things. Okay. Secondly, not only do you not have to solve for y, secondly, all you need is 2 points instead of 3. But these 2 points have to be specific points. So guess what these 2 points are going to be? We're going to find the x-intercept and the y-intercept. And we know what these x and y-intercept look like. X-intercept looks like a comma 0. Okay, that's the key. What does the y-intercept look like? 0 comma b. And are we still doing the table? Yes, we are. So we're still doing the table. It will look something like this, okay? But this time, you just write x and y and then x comma y. Okay?
What?
Yeah, so instead of solving for y or anything, we just do x and y and x comma y. Yeah, now, do we pick our own number? Not quite. We're going to plug in actually the x-intercept into the equation. So for x-intercept, what is your x? X. So you're going to plug in x into the equation, right? I mean, what is your x-coordinate of the x-intercept? We're going to call it a. So a comma 0, right? So guess what? We're going to plug in a comma 0 to the equation. Do we know how to plug in a comma 0 to this? Yeah. How do you? So look at the equation. In place of x, we're going to plug in a. In place of y, what are we going to plug in? 0. So you do that, right? Use parentheses, of course, right? A plus 2 times 0 equals to 5. What's 2 times 0?
0.
What does a become?
5.
A doesn't become a. A equals to 5. Now, what about for your y? What is your y?
0.
Yeah, y, we just said y has to be 0 for the x-intercept, right? So it's going to be 0. What is your order pair, guys?
This is so clever.
5, 0. What have we just found?
The
x-intercept.
X order pair. Who created?
Yeah, the order pair for the x-intercept, right? That's what we found. Okay, so write that down. Okay. All right. So now that you got this, what do you think we do this for? Yeah. What do we think we do this for the y-intercept? Chuck?
No. I didn't really get it.
Okay.
Once we get the x and the y, we're gonna like graph it, right?
Yeah. Just hold on to that thought. So we now have only 1 point. We need the other point, right? We found the x-intercept. Guess what we're going to look for?
The y.
Y-intercept. And Chuck, what do you think we're going to do for y-intercept? What do you think we're going to plug in? To the
0 and b.
0 and b. So now what here is your x? Look at your x is already
0.
0. So here in this place, x is 0. Now, what is going to be in place of y? We're going to plug in 0b in here. What do you get when you plug in 0b?
2b equals 5. Right?
Exactly, because you get 0 plus 2 times b equals to 5. Do you see what I did here? Okay,
Yes.
right? I'm looking for my y, am I not? And then we're going to, that y happens to be the y-intercept, right? So when I plug it in, what do I get?
2b5.
Yeah, you get 5 over 2. So what is your order pair?
0
0 and
and 5.
5 over 2. What's 5 over 2 really?
2.5.
2.5. Do we know how to plot a 2.5 on a graph?
Yeah.
Yeah, so everybody go ahead and graph on a, so if you have a graph paper, it's much easier. So we have how many points now?
2.
And what is this one called?
Y-intercept.
The y-intercept. We found the x-intercept and y-intercept. Do you see why this method is called using x and y-intercept? Because you're basically finding the x-intercept and the y-intercept. All right, so go ahead and graph this on a graph. I'll wait for you. Go ahead, everybody try. And if you get stuck, help each other out. Okay, how many people got this so far? Here.
Wait.
How many people got the 2 points like this? 5, 0, that was our x-intercept. No, we should really say x-intercept is 5, right? The order pair for the x-intercept is 5, 0. Right, what is the y-intercept? 2.5. And then the order pair for the y-intercept is 0, 2.5. So am I done here?
Yes. No.
No, a lot of people left this like this on your homework. You just have plot 2 points. Does this mean that there's only 2 solutions for this equation? No. How many solutions are there? Infinitely many. So you have to what? Connect these points, right? And every point on this, every point on this line is what, guys? Oops. Yeah, every point on this line is the solution to this line, linear equation. This line represents every solution for this equation, which was what? What was it? X plus 2y equals to 5. Does that make sense? So x plus 2y equals to 5. Every order pair, right? You plug in any one of these order pairs on this line, right? It's going to be a solution to this equation. Does that make sense? Is this easy? The 2.5 is right in between 2 and 3, right? Okay, so pretty straightforward. All right. On your homework tonight, they're not going to ask you to graph this every time. They're going to just ask you to find the x-intercept.
Sweet.
They're going to ask you to find the y-intercept. Is this easy to do?
Yeah.
What do you do to find x-intercept? You plug in a comma 0. What do they ask? What if they ask you for the y-intercept? You plug in 0 comma b. That's all. Okay.
We're not graphing.
No, some of them they would ask you to graph. Some of them they would ask you to find the x-intercept, just the y-intercept, and so forth. Does this make sense? Can you do something like this for your homework tonight? All right, good.